Good afternoon, YouTube America. You know, it's one of them rants and ravings of the fat man here. You ever notice that GPS, when you use it, has this tendency to draw you into some one-sided conversations where you're arguing with your device because it's telling you to go one place and you're going somewhere else because you know in your head that the GPS is whacked in its head, in its digital mind, whatever you want to call it there. Because you look at an address and you think, why are you taking me way out of my way when going the way you want me to go makes no sense? I don't think GPS takes into account things like traffic patterns, time of day, rush hour, that kind of stuff. But there are times when I wonder, because I've had this thing where I've got to find a customer and I use it to get me from here to there. And the next thing I know, it's taking me off the main track into some very questionable roadways that it says in its little digital head is some sort of highway or byway, and you're looking at the road and the dirt and the mud and thinking, shouldn't really be going down this way, and you're not sure that it's even going to end up in a good spot. Or you look at the address and you ask it to find the same place and it has a completely different address. Now in this case, in defense of the GPS, the address I was given on my work order did not match the actual location of the customer. Customer had sold out and moved 2 years ago, and the office had not updated the paperwork. So I was looking at this, and it was telling me to go clear to the other side of town and take a certain route. And I'm thinking, but they don't make any sense because the place is close to the interstate over here. Let's just go over here and get there. And of course, I was wrong, and the GPS was correct. On another occasion, though, I had to go to a place, and the dang thing had me going in a bloody circle. It literally had me go a block, turn left, go a block, turn left, go a block, turn left. Right. It didn't one time say, hey, your destination is on the left. It just kept having me go around the block. And a coworker had spotted me and started shouting at me, and eventually came out to the street and waved me down, asking me why I had driven around the block 3 times in a row. And I had no answer other than to point at the device and say, talk to the device, because it doesn't know where the heck it's going. Modern technology, my friends, is designed and intended to make things easier, make life easier for you. Except sometimes it don't. I don't know why, but the most direct route, according to Google Maps or according to whatever GPS program you use, isn't always the wisest course. They don't know that that particular stretch of road has been closed for repairs, or that they're laying down some new sewer lines and it's going to be closed for the next 3 months, or that it's rush hour traffic and every single stop sign is going to be red and you're going to have to go and stop and go and deal with oppressive vehicles and people. Now, I'm sure that the technology designers and stuff tried to take that sort of thing into account, but the GPS is only knows what it's pre-programmed. Sometimes we have to make a little educated guesses on our part to say, not going down that road. At the same time, I've become quite accustomed to having this little device and letting me get around a little easier and quicker, because 9 out of 10 times it will take me to where I need to go, or at least within spitting distance where I can look around and go, there it is, over there. It's that 10th time. That 10th time that you have to sit here and go, what do you mean slide to the right, slide to the right? Oh, you mean take the off ramp and go to the right. Why the heck didn't you say that? Or it's firing off a bunch of numbers, highway, byway, this, that, and the other thing. And while you're in town, and that road very well may be a highway, byway, and what have you, and have all the little doohickey signs and stuff. But in reality, it's 2nd Avenue. It's got a street name that stretches the entire length of a pretty good city. So you would think the GPS would be wise enough occasionally to toss in that turn right on 2nd Avenue. But not every time. And that frustrates me, because I'm looking for street signs, and the only street sign I see is the big one. That's Second Avenue. I don't see all the little ones that say highway this, that, and the other thing until you've gone a ways down the road, and then there's a little pile of these little signs on the side of the road next to 20 other signs, and if you're not paying attention, you know, right past you it goes, and you're still trying to figure out where the heck's this highway at, you know, without realizing that the highway is what you're driving on. Excuse me. I suppose you can make an argument that, hey, you know, you're the driver or you're the operator. You're supposed to have a little bit of smarts and figure out what it is you're doing, where you're going, and just use this as a guidelining tool and not as the end all, the beat all. No, I don't know. It's just one of those minor frustrating moments, and you have to go, ah! Y'all have